Hey there, guys. It's Kat. Full-time reseller on the Poshmark app. Kat is the boss is my name on Poshmark. If you're back watching again, I am so thankful. I am new, super new to doing content on YouTube. Matter of fact, this is my second video that isn't just random of my kids or a Lucas Graham concert, but you probably know what Poshmark is, and that's why you clicked on this video. And I keep getting asked how I make so much money. And I do make good money, but I am ready to make more. How I make so much money is, it's broken down to a few different ways. I source super cheap. There's a place called the Quarter Store I go to. Now, demographics and where you live and geography is all a big factor. Like, the people that have the bins, they can get things for 50 cents. It goes by weight. So, this scarf right here, it's a Ford Motor Company Lilly Pulitzer 100% silk scarf. I think that I've got it listed for $20, but it could sell for a lot more. But since I paid a quarter, if I sell it for $20 and I get my $16, that profit margin, and I have several sales like that, I made a huge profit. I've got Ugg boots from the same for a quarter. Hunter boots, there's some up there, but I'm thinking about keeping those. So I found a pair of those at the Quarter Store and sold them for $40. So you get like $32 back. Also, this is not how a lot of the season. I've been on Posh for close to 2 years. June of 2017, and we're in March of 2019, and I didn't really get active until a few months ago, but I made, I'm approaching my $15,000 mark, but most of that happened in the last 6 months. So, and I have someone share for me, my daughter. She's 10. Taught her how to share. She does it for about an hour or two a day, depending on if it's a school day and homework and stuff. And she's really quick, because kids these days are, and you can hire a virtual assistant through Fiverr, or there's other ways, or you have a niece or nephew or a kid, I clearly don't let it interfere with her homework. And I have a niece. She's 20. She's lazy. She watches this. I don't even care. It's the truth. But she's always on her phone. So I'm like, share this many times for me. Give you $5. It's nothing to her. Your own closet. Sharing other people's closets, I think that's just like a nice thing to do. But I'll have to go back and let you guys know. When you share yourself, it pops, and say someone goes to search for Free People maxi dress, and you shared it yourself, it's going to be at the top. But if your friend or your PFF, your Posh friend, shared it for you, it's not. So share for share groups, I do those, just kind of when I have the free time, or I'll have my daughter do it. And because the other people sharing your stuff is not even close to as important as sharing your own. So, this is the biggest way I think that I make money. I price really reasonably, but I source super cheap. I don't pay up for very much at all. I did pay up for some Kate Spade brand new shoes, $12, and that's the most I've ever paid for an item. And they're listed right now for $100. I just listed them today. I think I have an offer for $70. I think it just came through. I'll have to look. But I probably will accept it. That's a big profit. People, I think, are trying to, okay, if you get something for $5 and you're asking $150, but someone offers you $75 or something, why? My logic is profit is profit. And I try to make 2.5 times as much as I spend. Obviously, not at the quarter store, but that's not an everyday thing. That's open 2 days a week. But if I spend $3 on something, I want to make $7.50. So, listed it at 13. So I'll list it at 15. That way, here is my, when they did the send offer to likers feature, my sales dramatically increased. I'm talking between the shares that my daughter does and then my niece. They both share for me from my desktop. My niece shares from her phone if she's not here. She doesn't live here, but she doesn't have a job. She lives with my grandma, and she's just kind of like the baby of the family, and she, you know, she makes 10 or 15 bucks a week for me just by doing what she's already doing, which is playing on her phone. But I source cheap. I get items really, really cheap, and if you're local, I will take you to the quarter store if you don't know what it is. Sometimes I find nothing, but vintage, the way that vintage is coming back, I've recently started selling a lot of vintage. A lot of older people donate to the quarter store, and a lot of their blazers and like sweatshirts with the crazy looking Golden Girls vibe. We're going into summer. I haven't learned how to do the DIY, the high-waisted crazy looking shorts, but that's something I'm going to. It's Redskins up there. I'm a Lions fan, but it's my husband's. Anyway, he's not my husband. We're not married. We have kids together. We've been together for a very long time. But there's Lions. We're in my posh room. It is under construction because I'm currently going from racks to bagged in bins. And it is a process because I've got 300 or so active, and I've got a death pile with probably, I don't want to know. I would say probably about as many items in my death pile as there are active. And I still source all the time, and I'm still making great money. At first I wouldn't write it down, and I wouldn't write what I sold or how much I sold it for. And Poshmark keeps up with all that as well, but then you gotta factor in what you spent sourcing. Sometimes I'll spend $8 at the quarter store. Now, if you do that math, that's 16 items. A lot of times I'll end up donating back 6 of them items, but every single time, I haven't had a time yet where the one item didn't pay for it in spades. Back to how I make so much money beyond the sharing, having someone else do it for me, because I do have another job. I do medical billing, payroll for a company, but I do that from home, except on Tuesdays. So that is the days I really have other people share for me, because I can't really do it at all. But I offer to likers as soon as they like it. And when I see it, if I don't get the notification immediately, as soon as if I'm not with my phone or whatever at the computer, I send them an offer. And I would say half the time, and I'll do like 20% with the $1.80 off shipping, because I make the price high enough to where I'm going to at least, at the bare minimum, make that double, like 2.5 times as much as I spent. I think a lot of people want to make too much money off items. Now, there was a pair of Timberland boots that I paid $3 for, and I sold for $75, that someone offered me $20, and I didn't take it. But had they sat for very long, I would have, because I just feel like this will probably change as I grow into more season. I am learning all the time. I learned about the virtual assistants not that long ago, and I actually am going to have to hire help, because the amount of time I spend taking pictures and measurements and descriptions and keywords and switching this inventory over, I could be sourcing. Because you source your items. You cannot make money without the items. And like, you really need to go every day if you have that ability to, or if there's different sales, different places, you know, go. Even if you don't find anything, what if my husband is like, he fails to realize that there might be that one item, that Burberry, that vintage, that brand new Kate Spade, you know, that's going to make you 3 weeks worth. You know, you never know. You don't. And I've seen stories of people that have found Hermes, whatever, and I'm not really big into luxury brands, but I went to a local Goodwill on a whim, and Goodwill's overpriced to me, and we have cheap prices because I go to these local church stores, and you really need to check around about those because they do exist. I'm living in Kentucky, but my family's all in Michigan, and when I was up there, I found some really great ones. Yard sales. Summertime is coming. You know, spring is about to be here. And the yard sale people, they will haggle with you. And don't feel bad about saying, will you take $1 for this? And they have 2 on it. Or if they have 3 on it. I'll buy all 3 of these for $5. And they'll have $3 on them. Most of the time, they will take it. Or they'll say, no, we'll do 6 though. You know, and even some of the thrift stores, especially the non-corporation ones, this pair of shoes has a spot on it. I'm going to have to clean it up. Can I get it for $2 instead of $4? Yeah, a lot of times they do that. Down here, I'm in the Bible Belt, but I'm a Michigander at heart, so, honey rags, if you watch this. I knew you were from Michigan just from you talking. I don't sound like you anymore, but you sound like all my family. I've been in Kentucky way too long. I'm hillbillying out now. Nothing wrong with that. It's a great place. And as far as the thrifting goes, in some of the Poshmark groups I'm in, the thrifting groups, I want people to come. I want to share the quarter store love and the $5 fill a bag that is, well, all these shoes came from a bag. All these shorts came from one $5 bag. And that's not all I had in there. My friend just had a baby, and let's see. It's right here. So this Matilda Jane diaper bag is full of baby clothes. And all of that came from one $5 fill bag. That's not always. They do that usually season to season. So 4 times a year, and they do it for a couple weeks. They're only open 2 days a week. Source as much as you can. Price a little bit higher so you can make that offer to likers. When someone likes their thing, send them an offer. Impulse buys. I know when I'm in the waiting at the, checking out, I see 3 for 99 cents something. I'm going to grab that a lot of times. You do too. We all do it. That's the whole premise of impulse buys. So hit that offer button, and you know what? All they can do is decline or counter, and they could counter something that is acceptable. You never know. I'm going to get off here. I'm not going to make a super long one tonight, but I'm going to try to start making these, and I've got to do my Poshmark affiliate one, my professional one. I have a friend that's really good at editing and stuff, so I know these are kind of ghetto. I'm a real mom. I'm a real person, and I'm really making money. And I do spend a lot of time, but I don't spend as much time as people are like, I don't have time for that. I also have other job. I have a social life. I have 3 kids that have social stuff. They have jujitsu and dancing. And this is another big thing, and I'll end it with this. I put a gift in every single bag. Since I get so much stuff at the quarter store, they have these little makeup bags. And then I buy a bulk box of face masks. 100 comes off Amazon for like $20, 25 something. That makes people, and I ship immediately. I print it right over there, and I ship it immediately. So, have a great day. Let's make money together. I will share your closet. You share mine. If you want to comment on this video, my Instagram, I will put in down below. It is Catwalk with a K. _poshboss, and I am Cat is the Boss on Poshmark. And I want to get them all to match. I'm going to figure out how to do that. So my kids just got home, and now I've got to get them ready for church. So
I just made things even wackier for Wacky Wednesday.
And he made things even wackier for Wacky Wednesday. Yeah. Have a great day. Say bye, YouTube.
Goodbye, YouTube.
Poshmark. Who's the boss?
PoshTube.
Say, what do y'all say? Cat?
Cat.
Cat is
the boss.
What is it?
Cat is the posh boss.
No, but Cat is the boss is nice.
Posh boss.
Have a great day, guys.
We don't